Welcome or welcome back. Last time I did a pretty typical day of rings and some things. And now at this point, I know my gym's closing on April 15th, so I'm doing what I can while it's still open. So I'm back on March 25th, and I'm going to focus a little bit more on the things for the day. So let's clear the scoreboard from last time and see how it went. Alright, attempt number 1. Here we go. Going straight up. Good reactionary force. I think I have the camera a little bit too close. Coming down with both legs stuck out. Maybe a little slower than last time. Maybe not. A little bit of press motion. Both legs stuck out again. Quite a bit of swinging. Good bit of balance. And that's it for that one. So if we go to the scoreboard, that's 69.1 seconds and 0 touchdowns. Okay, now for a thing. Push-ups. Starting with rings turned out push-ups, holding it at the top. Sinking down a little bit. Sinking down all the way. And didn't quite get a push-up on that. Probably down a little too low on the first one. But we're getting a couple down to the middle. And now some more regular push-ups. And now a second attempt. Holding it at the top, sinking down, sinking down all the way, still don't quite have the push up, so we'll go down about halfway, and we still don't have it. So now some regular push-ups. And now for a third attempt. And we'll finish it with some regular push-ups again. And that was it for that. So then we went back and did some more rings. So attempt number 2, here we go. Going straight up again. A little bit of press motion. Quite a bit of swinging. I think I realized I was too tired to have one leg stuck out. Trying to do it with both legs stuck out, I don't know why. If I can't do it with one, I probably can't do it with both. And that was it for that one. So if we go to the scoreboard, that's 49.5 seconds and no touchdowns. And that was it for the usual rings attempts, so we'll slap some dashes on the other attempts. And as a grand total for the day, that's 118.6 seconds with 0 touchdowns. Okay, now another thing, dips. Much like push-ups, starting with rings turned out, before I get worn down, holding it at the top, sinking down as low as I can. Didn't quite have the press to go back up. So we'll sink down about halfway, get a little bit of press, and then do some regular dips. I could probably stand the sink down a little lower, but I'm about beat. Now the camera quality on this one looks terrible because I somehow set my phone on time-lapse mode, but same thing, rings turned out, holding it at the top, sinking down, didn't have the push to do rings turned out, pushing back up. So now some regular dips. Again, could probably stand to be a little lower, but we're doing what we can. And third attempt. Rinse and repeat. So you can tell it's starting to get a little more unstable looking because I'm about beat. And that was it for that one. Okay, some takeaways, and then I'm going to get out of here. So as far as how the day went, it wasn't really typical as far as the structure of it, but we did some pretty familiar things. And I noticed that if I really want to have an attempt to elevate myself on some of these things, a lot of times I'll just go in and I'll do one set on the normal rings just to kind of warm myself up and then save, some exertion force for doing push-ups, dips, what have you. So we'll keep working on all that another day, but that's it for the day. Feel free to check back in or not, up to you.